Hi, I'm Andrew Moy from Tight Lines Fly Fishing in Parsippany, New Jersey. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about fly casting. We're using an 8-weight today. It is bonefish season, so we figured we would use an 8-weight. This is the Sage Salt HD, and we've paired it today with a Scientific Anglers Amplitude bonefish line, which we really like this line. It's been casting really well for us. So when we fly cast, what we really want to work on is using a little bit of body, especially in the beginning of the stroke. It's very important that when we're going to start our stroke, that we initiate a little bit with the body. And if you look at my stance here, I've got my opposite foot forward. I'm facing, that foot is facing my target. My back foot is a little bit canted to help stabilize me. It's good to have a stable bottom. And when I start my stroke, I'm going to start by shifting my weight. I'm not even worried about rotating the rod. A little bit of weight shift. And then as that occurs, I'm going to move that into rotation of the upper body. Okay, my arm's not going to really move at all. What you want to be is stable and still with my arm. So I'm going to keep that arm still, not tight though. I don't want to be tense and quenched. I want to be relaxed, but I want to keep my arm still. And I'm going to use my upper body. My upper body is going to bring the rod to perpendicular. When I hit perpendicular to where I'm casting, my body's going to stop and I'm going to follow through. So let me put that into motion. Body, perpendicular, follow through, cast. So let me do that again. I'm going to put it right into one cast. Keep the arm still. Body, perpendicular, follow through, follow through, follow through. And if you notice, when I'm casting here, as the line is going back into my back cast and straightening out, my body's already transferring the energy forward. What's waiting for the line is the angle of the rod. It's very important that there's no premature rotation of the rod, meaning that when that rod is sitting on that angle back there waiting for the line, that I don't start to rotate that angle before the line straightens out. That cannot occur. If you start to rotate the angle before the line straightens out, every degree of angle coming towards 90 degrees, you're losing power. Once you hit 90 degrees, it's over. You cannot load the rod in front of 90 degrees, perpendicular. So when you cast, let me show you the forward cast here and how it works. So I'm just going to set the line behind me on the grass. So when I'm here, this is my firing position. My elbow is stable. It's up elevated a little bit. It's kind of in front of my body. If you look at where I am, my elbow's in front of me. If my shoulder's all open like this, I'm back here, I'm in a bad position to forward cast. So you should be here. And my hand is actually almost in front of me. The rod is on a 45-degree angle. So when we come forward, we want to use the same as the back cast. We use the body to perpendicular. Well, watch the forward cast. We use the body to just about perpendicular. So right there, the rest of this is going to be follow through, and I stalled it, so it's not going to work good. But watch, back. So I'm going to shift body, follow through. So it's going to be back, body's coming forward, cast. Notice how the body is coming forward before the line straightens out behind me. That's the key to smooth, continuous power. A good fly cast should look like it never stops at all. It's one fluid motion. So let me do that again. Back, my body's transferring forward, the line straightens out. Once the line's tight on the rod, I can then shoot the line. So it's back, there, cast. Keeping the rod tip. Notice I'm shifting my weight. Shift your weight, shift your weight. What does shifting my weight do? As that rod is there waiting for that forward cast to straighten out, what I'm doing is I'm moving the rod angle back by shifting my weight. What that's doing is it's moving the bottom of the rod through the stroke first. And then when the line tightens on the rod is loaded. And then when I make that rotation into the back cast, it fires the line. Same thing going forward. The forward rock of the body, bottom of the rod, and then once the line's tight on the rod, it makes it easy to cast it. So once I get that principle, it's very easy to make a longer distance cast. Now, let's talk about the body coming forward. So when I'm set up here and I bring my body forward, I only bring the body to neutral. What neutral means is that my shoulders are square to my target. if I come past neutral and this shoulder comes in front of neutral, it should only come to square. Once I come past neutral, what happens is the rod tip's going to come off a straight line. I'm going to cut the rod in front of my body, and I don't want to do that. So that's why you use the body to neutral, and then the arm takes over in terms of follow through. But you're not trying to load the rod. Once you've stopped your body, all you're doing is taking the energy you created with your body and you're steering it with the arm. All my forearm is doing, watch it, is steering. It's not creating power. So the power is created there, the arm steers it. So it becomes that. And that's how you get kind of an effortless long distance cast. And you can see I'm not reaching, my arm's not moving a lot. I'm simply moving my arm back and forth with my body. It's way more efficient. You're going to get a lot longer casts, and it's going to really help you. Let's talk quick about bone fishing. So typically we're standing on the front of the boat. There's a couple different ways you can go about this. Some people will roll the line out, constantly just kind of keeping it tight. So roll it. When you see a fish, you can pop it and make that delivery to that fish. The other way of going about it is to strip in and have a loop of line. So let's say a loop of line like this, and I just keep it off the side of the boat. When I see a bonefish, I'll roll it and drop the fly, pop it into a back cast, maybe 1 or 2 false casts, that's it, and then deliver. And you can see when I shoot the line, I'm not letting go of it. I'm shooting it through my fingers so that I have control. It does a couple things for me. Number one, when I get the distance I want, I'm able, because the line's in my hand, I can actually pinch the line. And what that does is it stops my distance where I want it, and B, it makes the leader turn over. So as soon as you stop the back of the line, the top of the loop finishes and turns over for you. And then the third thing it does for you is when I'm holding the line and I shoot it and I stop it, I'm right there to be able to start to strip. If I shoot the line like this, let's say I shoot it and I don't get it all the way out and I still have some slack here, what happens is that line was never stopped in the back and it kind of has a tendency to puddle up. Plus it's blowing 30 miles an hour sometimes in the Bahamas, and this line is blowing all over the place, and now you're sitting there reaching, fumbling for it. Meanwhile, the bonefish has swam 20 feet off to the side already, and now you got to reshoot. So you want to stay in control of your fly line. So when you make that delivery, to shoot the line through your fingers, just create a loop, boom, pinch it, I'm ready to strip. So a couple things too when you're with your guide, you know, pay attention to your guide, listen to your guide. If you have to, if you can't tell where the fish is, look at where he's looking just to get an idea quickly. Obviously you only have limited time when there is a fish spotted, but a couple things that can help you. Point your rod. A lot of times if you point your rod, the guide will say, okay, a little bit more right, a little bit more right. See him? See him? Yeah, I got him. Okay. And then you can put your shot on him. So when you cast, the other thing I would recommend is when you cast, keep your back cast low. There's no reason to elevate your back cast unless you have trees behind you. But if you're flats fishing, bone fishing, you're never going to have trees behind you or brush. And the reason that's good is the lower the line is, the more pressure it can put on the rod. The higher the line is in the air, the less pressure it can put. So you want a low line to help load the rod. If you guys have any questions on bone fishing or on 8-weight rods or lines or anything relative to this video, please give us a call. It's 973-244-5990, and the website is www.tightlinesflyfishing.com. Thanks for watching.